Good morning. So, unscheduled video. Woke up feeling very stressed, feeling super overwhelmed, and I decided to rant at ChatGPT. And before I read the answer, I thought, actually, let me just make a video, because I can't be the only person that feels super overwhelmed with life and trying to change career whilst having loads of responsibilities. I'm not a 19, 20, 21 year old that can just get bailed out and make mistakes and it'd be okay. So why am I feeling overwhelmed? Well, you can read the prompt on the TV, but let me summarize it. There is a lot to do. Apologies. I'm not editing this, so you're just going to have to deal with that. There's a lot to do. You know, I work 4 days a week. Those days are basically a write-off. I'm going to be gone for 11, 12 hours of the day. But on those 4 days, I do get up early in the morning. I'll go for a walk. I'll do some meditation. And then I practice for a minimum an hour. That practice is pretty structured. And I focus on groove. I focus on technique. And I'm happy with that because I can feel that there's progress. But this is where the anxiety or the feeling of being overwhelmed comes in, because whilst technique and groove is hugely important for me, like groove and tone are the things, and taste, I guess, are the things that get you and keep you to gig. Your technique informs how you do those things. So whilst that stuff is massively important, you also need to be fluid in your respective genre. So I have a 3-year plan to become a full-time musician, and that doesn't mean I'll be successful in 3 years. Basically, I'm hoping that I'll be debt-free and have built up enough of a runway fund to go full-time and see how it pans out. I also know that being a full-time working-class musician is full of anxiety and fear and no paychecks and no promise of reward, I guess. But I think I'll be happier. So in year 2, which is what I'm going into now, I wanted to start building up my network, which involves going to jam nights, right? I've got to go, there's some jams, I'm in London, so there's a lot of jams. I've kind of committed to myself on Sunday, I'm going to go to the blues jams, one in Soho, one in Camden, and on Wednesday nights I'm going to go to the funk fusion jam, get to know the players, get my face known, and start playing. I played on the one on Sunday. I played really badly, I thought. People gave me compliments, but I think people were just being nice, if I'm honest. I played under my ability and I felt it. But to go to these jams, there needs to be repertoire. I need to work on the fluidity, understanding the genre, listening to the genre. I don't want to just be in there and fake it. I love blues and I love funk. So there's one chunk of I need to do this. Then for the Wednesday jams, there's a lot of funk, fusion, language, repertoire that I need to start slowly learning. I'm also doing the funk accelerator with Scott Space Lessons, which is amazing. And then today is the day where I'm going to go through this week's materials and see how I'm going to plug that into my schedule. Then there's also my wedding band stuff, because that's what I want to get into. I'm understanding as a working class musician, I'm going to have to play a lot of popular songs. So I need to really work on the repertoire for that as well. And none of this is like a pity thing, because all musicians have to do this. I'm aware it's possible to get all this done. I'm just struggling to see my pathway of how I can personally do it. And then there's just on the other side, making these videos, my health. There's a load of DIY that he's doing in the home, and my girlfriend will be upset if I'm not putting some effort into that. And then there's just general life admin. So I ranted all of this to ChatGPT, and what you're looking at on the screen is random background music. Go support Mia Music. They get lots of views, so you probably already are, but it's just nice in the background. But this, I'm not looking at the camera anymore. Is that bad etiquette? I'm not sure. But anyway, the screen's over here for me. This is my random rant. And I thought it'd be interesting for us just to look at what ChatGPT said I should do and whether it's doable. So, it knows my name. That's creepy. So, it doesn't think I'm doing anything wrong. You're overwhelmed because you're doing lots of things right all at once. Everything you're doing belongs to a professional bassist life. Technical shedding, repertoire, stylistic fluency, networking, content creation, health, life admin. This is exactly what year 2 of your 3-year plan looks like. It's a messy middle, and the messy middle always feels overwhelming. Do you guys agree with that? I do feel overwhelmed. This is year 2 of 3. I'm hoping that my plan is realistic. I've shared it on here before, but it's basically, I guess they're going to go for it now. Let me help you break this down psychologically first, then practically. Ooh, big words. 1. Okay, psychological reset. We all need a psychological reset. Sorry if there's any background noise. Everyone in my house has just woken up and is walking around brushing their teeth. Professional players rotate focus. Your brain literally cannot make meaningful adaptations in technique, repertoire, stylistic language, all at max level simultaneously. So, I'm not like classically trained in anything. I didn't go to music school. I done audio engineering school. It's an absolute waste of time. So, right now, I'm expecting technical improvement, funk vocabulary, blues vocabulary, oil and men repertoire, content creation skills, jam session confidence, career networking, gym consistency, life responsibilities, all to move. God, yeah, that's actually a lot, isn't it? Plus, on top of that, my job, which absolutely just drains me. That's physically and cognitively impossible. Not for you, for anyone. You know what? I reckon Elon Musk can do it. I do not want to be Elon Musk. He can send me some money though. Your timeline is not 1 week, it's years. See, that's something I have to really remember. I'm one of those people that I want to be good enough now, and I feel like I'm always missing an opportunity. But I'm not missing an opportunity. I am taking my opportunity. Okay, you're thinking like someone who's 10 years into the journey, not 1 year in. Your 3-year plan is exactly how a pro builds their foundation. Do you find that ChatGPT glazes you a lot? I mean, like, when I see this kind of stuff here, I'm just like, you're chatting bare shit, mate. Like, seriously, stop it. Like, you don't need to suck my dick. You can tell me if I'm an idiot. Year 1, fundamentals, language, technique. Year 2, applied repertoire. Year 3. See, I still feel like I'm working on fundamentals here. Language, but I guess maybe you work on that, then you add this to that. Sorry, I hope that's not confusing. Then year 3, you add that to those. I guess you're always working on. You're in year 2. Year 2 always feels chaotic because you're applying things before they feel ready. This is normal, this is correct, this is uncomfortable, but that discomfort is growth. That is something I read in a book many years ago. I might be lying, but I'm pretty sure I did. That if you're feeling overwhelmed and if you're struggling to keep up, but you're doing all of the things, that is actually the signs that you're growing into the person, because eventually those things will all become easy and they'll become your new groove and your new just base level of what you do. You have enough time, you just don't need everything every week. Your problem isn't time, it's expectation. Blood clot. Just drop it on me. Okay, maybe it isn't sucking my dick. Do I have too high of expectations? I done a health check the other day through work, and the doctor, after about 30 seconds, talked to me, was like, you're too negative towards yourself. Would you say that to a friend? You need to be kinder to yourself. Maybe I do. What do you think, Psyduck? You think every area needs weekly progress, doesn't it? It doesn't. Okay. Pros don't do all styles, all skills, all repertoire every week. They cycle in 2-3 priorities a week and trust the long game. Your technical mornings are rock solid. That's your anchor. The rest can rotate. Okay. Yeah, I hope that someone that watches this is a few years ahead of me. believe that my videos are going to be good for someone that is maybe starting out on their journey. But if anyone's watching it that isn't starting out on their journey and can chime in on this and tell me if I'm doing the right thing, that'd be great. Because whilst ChatGPT knows everything, I don't fucking trust ChatGPT. But I'm going to go with this. Whatever this is telling me, I'm going to go with it. Let's see what happens. You're conflating 2 jobs into one. You're trying to be a developing musician and a working musician. Well, yeah, maybe I should drop the second one. Because I am really just that still. Many people try to do one of these. You're trying to do both simultaneously in year 2, and that's why your brain feels stretched. This isn't failure, this is a sign that you're leveling up. Part 2. Let's put everything into boxes. I like boxes. I like knowing where things belong. You can't tell that by how messy my desk is, but I do like boxes. Instead of thinking day by day, I'll organise your entire world into psychological containers. Fucking hell, that sounds scary. My entire world into psychological containers. But if they go into a container, do they exist? Is this like Schrodinger's pussy? I don't know. A daily technical and timing non-negotiable anchor. Okay, so when I say I do it 4 times a week, I actually do it 6 days a week. I just make sure I do it on those days when I am at work as a minimum. But like, I'll do it now after this video, and then I'll go and look at this week's Funk Accelerator work. I want more plants like this. I've got a cheese plant. Maybe I need one of these stringy plants. But my plants are looking really sad. I don't know shit about plants. Maybe I should ask a robot about that one day. B. Daily. Technical and timing. Non-negotiable anchor. Boom. I agree. Weekly. Jams. Non-negotiable because they fulfill your networking pillar of your plan. This is correct. Keep this. Okay. These are practice sessions exercises as gigs. Perfect. Rotational pillars. Psychological freedom starts here. Psychological freedom does not start here, but cool. These should not all happen every week. Instead, each week prioritize 2 of these, rotating every 2-3 weeks. Funk Accelerator. This is your vocabulary building course. You only need to move this 1 lesson forward every 1 to 2 weeks. Blues Pathway. You only need 1 new tune or concept every 1 to 2 weeks. Wedding Ramp, you only need 1 every 2 weeks. Okay. Content creation. 1 video per week is the only requirement, nothing else. Full stack fire. This is a one-time task. It should be placed in a solo focus week. Yeah, this is the final submission. We're supposed to do 3 videos. I've done 2. I've got feedback. I don't know if it's all the feedback I'm getting. I would like some more feedback, but I got some feedback, which I'm grateful for. I thought there'd be more involved, maybe like a video reply where they kind of broke it down, like what you done wrong and stuff. I'm always looking for stuff that's going wrong. The doctor's right. I need to be nicer to myself. Okay, so part 3. So let's go through it again. So I only need to move a lesson forward every 1 to 2 weeks, and if I can just 1 new concept every 1 to 2 weeks, a new tune every 1 to 2 weeks, 1 video a week, and that's just a one-time task. Okay, let's make your whole life fit together. Your life contains 3 types of tasks. Tasks that require daily discipline, technique, timing, syncopation, basic groove work. Tasks that require weekly commitment, jam sessions, the YouTube video. 3. Tasks that require rotation, funk, blues, wedding band, home DIY, gym, life admin, editing, learning, full stack bass homework. When you choose 2, your nervous system relaxes, your week feels manageable. Oh, so out of those, I choose 2 per week. Interesting. Can I only choose? Okay, I'm going to ignore gym from that. I feel like I need to just go twice a week. I have arthritis in my knees from years of being an idiot. Wow, negative against myself again. Jesus. I have just a condition and it makes me very tired. I'm in pain and I need to relearn how to train. So twice a week commitment. Let's do it, Psyduck. Okay, so I picked 2 of these a week. Part 3. Here's a clean structure to remove overwhelm. Your work days. Okay. Yeah, that's work. That's kind of what I do anyway. I do listen to a lot of music, but I'm trying to be more active in that, my listening. Well, on Sunday and Wednesday, I'm still going to do Fish Shed, so you can go to help with that. Pick 2 from each list this week. Learn 1 accelerator lesson, 1 blues tune, edit a YouTube video. Okay. I get the rotation of this. So I'm probably going to just do this every week because it is a time-bound course. But then rotating this makes sense. Why this works? Because technical work equals long-term engine. Jams equal professional and real-world exposure. Rotational focus equal actual artistic goals. YouTube documentation and portfolio. Life keeps you grounded the same. Gym keeps you helping us to do the rest. You're not behind, you're not failing, you're just doing the work. Part 6. One last thing, he went so Apple. Yes, ChatGPT Cook. I wonder what Tim Cook's like in real life. I wonder if he's nicer than Steve Jobs. I heard that Steve Jobs was a bit of a tyrant. I always liked to thought he was nice. But I guess no billionaire is nice. Was he a billionaire? I digress. What he is passed away. Rest in peace, Steve Jobs. You are doing exactly what 2 years of chaotic, stretching, exciting, and scaring. If you weren't overwhelmed, you wouldn't be leveling up. You're not supposed to feel balanced right now. You're supposed to feel like you're becoming someone new. And you are. Ooh. If you want, I can also... No, I'm good. Okay, so... need to have a day where I kind of look at what I'm going to do. So let's take today as the start of my new week. So things that I would love to be doing. If we go to so we've got the full stack final submission. That's a one-time task. I don't want to do that today. That's fine. I've actually, in my head, I have the concept of what I want to do already. I just now need to get into the nitty gritty of what I want to record. So the next important thing, I guess, will be this Funk Accelerator. So, to be honest, most of this so far has been pretty simple. I want to go through a bit more of this, so maybe I pick one up here. What is this? Chord tones in the pocket. So I want to go through this today. So it looks like it will take me around an hour to watch all this content. And then I need to choose a couple exercises from here and go into looking at these. So what I have is, let's get rid of ChatGPT. Let's open Logic. I turned on this. This is annoying. You go to funk practice. Come on. So, what I have in here is these 3 are drum beats. So if I just, and a lot of the time I will just, where's the output fader? Where the output fader is. I'll do my fundamentals here. I will do a little creative stuff here at the end of the technical practice, and these are some of the other parts. So maybe I'll loop one of these if I so there'll be a PDF somewhere. So if I go down to Funk Accelerator, so what did I just pick? Whippersnapper 32. It's going to have that's the wrong thing. Whippersnapper. Okay, I haven't worked on this yet. but this is to study, so I'm thinking I do my technical practice and I pick one of these studies. I wonder if I can play it. Who knows? Let's find out together. Wow, real Apple talk. So with things like this, I normally have to hear it. If I hear it, I can play it. But it's that 6 is like that's 6. That B flat. I need to do better at looking at the actual notes and not the tab. But that B flat is coming on the of the 4 leading into the band. It's like 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and but da 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 da, and then it's 1 and E and 3, 4 E and E and 3 like that. That's the rhythm of it. I'm getting better at counting out rhythms. Oops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Let's put this music back on. So I need to pick a study each week, which I have been doing as well with things like Le Fric. I've just been like looping that. So this is where I'm getting overwhelmed, because I feel like I've got to do loads of things at once. I also feel like I need to be working on that. I also need to be working on, say, I don't care about any of that shit. The player's path, I think it is. Just like been grabbing like these. I've done squirrels and levers last time, so let's say let's do shuffling. And it's like, okay, cool. Can I play along with this? Who knows? I've never seen it before. Let's try. So yeah, okay, I can kind of play through that. But I mean, I was hoping to like record one of these a week, because they have this like submission thing in the SBL community. I did put one in this week, so maybe I just need to do one of these a month. I don't know how you find it in here. Introduce yourself, practice logs, SBL glossary, get feedback on your bass playing. Jesus. What is it? That's just the newest one. Wow. Okay, I'm just like now lost. So yeah, that's kind of why I've been feeling very overwhelmed, because I'm like the robot said, I'm putting too much on my plate. And if anyone else is doing this, like I am, maybe tell ChatGPT, maybe get it to remind you you don't need to do everything at once. You do have a longer term goal. My actual plan, let's check in on it and see how I'm doing. How am I doing? So that was the wrong Zoom. Okay. So 2026. This is what I want to achieve in 2026. Pushing visibility on socials. Part of that is this. I'm going to need to start recording stuff, put it onto Instagram at some point. Intentional networking, one-to-one teacher, complete. I guess I should say complete, not compete. Accelerators in SBL. Grade 8 players path. Complete learning pathways and go deeper into jazz, R&B, gospel and repertoire. The Jameson book. Deep dive into hip-hop bass. Learn 20 songs. Very doable. Weekends only at Apple. Ooh, that'll be good. And 2028. By December 2028, I will be working full-time as a professional bass player, earning income from recording sessions, live shows, and teachings. Some intention there. Love that. So we're still in 2025. Done one song away from that. This is good. I don't know if I'll be able to do that. I don't know. I hated it. I've learnt a lot more than 10 songs this year. 1, 2. Yeah, there's a lot more because there's a whole set list for a band I learnt. But I think I'm on track. Like, don't be overwhelmed. I'm on track. Like, it's okay. Breathe. Box breathing. What is it? Relax your face when you breathe out. That's the trick. Okay, guys. Enough of you listening to me warble. So this week, technical practice. Maybe I should make a checklist of things to do this week. Do checklists help people? I'm gonna make a checklist. I'm not gonna do it with you, but I'm gonna make a checklist, and I'm gonna call it. Yeah, look, all of these freaking songs I learnt. Right. And for what? The guys broke the band up. I'm going to make a checklist of things to do this week, and I'm going to do them. I tried it before, apparently, on the 8th of February. Let's make it a bit better, because I am always learning how to practice a bit better. So anyway, I'm going to do another video this week, and the other video I'm going to do this week is on this guy, because I heard a little bit of his playing. As you see, I listened to a little bit, then I stopped. Wow. I know it was this one, sorry. I listened to this video here. I mean, we'll just put it on very briefly. I love this playing so much. He's got like a mute there. I don't know what pickups he's got. We just drop into it. He plays his pocket. I wanna come back. Yeah, so I'm gonna react to him this week because I went to that blues jam. I want to get more into a bit of blues playing. But anyway, let me just release this video. Not going to edit it. I'm just going to put it out there, see what happens. Take care, world. It's been a pleasure.